Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're really getting into the recent Q2 2025 earnings from ServiceNow.
That's right.
Our mission, like always, is to cut through the noise.
Oh.
Pull out the most impactful insights and really zone in on how AI isn't just a buzzword for them.
No, not at all.
It feels like a genuinely transformative force.
Yeah.
Reshaping their business and, the whole enterprise landscape.
Yeah.
You're about to get a shortcut to being well-informed on that.
Yeah, and what's really compelling about these earnings, I think, is that they're way more than just, numbers on a page.
Right.
They paint a pretty vivid picture of strategic execution and a clear narrative for where enterprise software is actually heading. So we're here to help you understand not just the what of these results, but maybe the deeper why it truly matters for, well, the future of business transformation.
Okay, so kicking us off with a headline, it's pretty striking, isn't it? ServiceNow didn't just meet expectations in Q2 2025.
No.
They significantly beat their own guidance across, all top-line growth and profitability metrics.
Yeah, everything.
That's quite a feat. From your perspective, what were the absolute standout numbers, and what did they signal, right away, about the health of their business and the market, too?
Well, the numbers, they really do speak volumes. So subscription revenue, it soared to $3.113 billion,
Okay.
growing 21.5% year over year in constant currency. And that was 2 full points above their own guidance.
2 points. Wow.
Yeah. And current remaining performance obligations, CRPO, basically mirrored that. $10.92 billion, also growing 21.5% in constant currency. Again, 2 points above guidance.
So consistent beat there.
Exactly. But it wasn't just top line. Operating margin hit 29.5%.
Which is huge.
Yeah, a substantial 2.5 points above forecast. And free cash flow margin improved to 16.5%. That's up 3% year over year. This isn't just like a beat. It signals something bigger. Maybe a fundamental shift in enterprise spending priorities, where companies are, increasingly betting on these integrated workflow solutions as truly mission critical.
So it's not just hitting targets, it's, like you said, decisively exceeding them. And beyond the percentages, what about customer engagement? What do those metrics tell you? I saw that 89 deals closed were greater than $1 million in net new ACV.
Right.
And 11 of those were even over $5 million. That's significant scale.
Absolutely. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, you see this really robust expanding customer base. They ended the quarter with 528 customers generating over $5 million in ACV.
528.
Yeah, which is about 19.5% year-over-year growth. And maybe even more telling, the number of customers committing $20 million or more. That increased by over 30% year-over-year.
30%.
Yeah. So that indicates, deeper strategic importance to these larger clients. And it's supported by a really strong 98% renewal rate.
98% is sticky.
Very sticky. It shows customers aren't just buying a tool, they're embedding ServiceNow, deep into their operations.
And this strength wasn't just in one place either, was it? So
Yeah.
It sounds like it was broad. Industries, regions.
That's exactly right. All the workflow businesses did well. Every major region beat expectations.
Okay.
There were specific standouts like transportation and logistics, which saw over 100% year-over-year net new ACV growth.
Wow, double.
Yeah. And technology, media, and telecom grew over 70%. So it tells you their solutions are resonating, across diverse sectors and geographies, not just in a few pockets.
These numbers are, they're undeniably strong. But the core question really is what's fueling this engine?
Right.
From everything we've seen, it points squarely to their leadership in enterprise AI, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, 100%.
We heard it said directly. AI, data, and workflows are fueling growth, and the AI hype cycle has not slowed for good reason.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here is ServiceNow's deeply differentiated approach to AI.
Huh?
Well, unlike a lot of AI plays that focus on maybe single-point solutions, ServiceNow's strength is really in integrating AI across the entire, often messy enterprise tech stack.
Okay, the whole thing.
Yeah, they bring together on-prem, cloud, any system, any large language model, any LLM, and importantly, any data source, all into a single model.
Right.
Then this data moves to a workflow layer for action, and finally to an AI layer where what they call true AI agents execute real tasks across entire business processes.
Like hire to retire.
Exactly, like hire to retire or procure to pay. It's really about automating complex outcomes, not just generating insights.
And something that really jumped out at me in the materials was their Now on Now program.
Ah, yes.
It sounds like they're not just selling AI, but they're rigorously applying their own stuff internally. Yeah. How significant is that? What does it tell us about their confidence?
That's a critical point, and
Yeah.
it's hugely significant. They're using tools like code assist and code generation to unlock substantial capacity for their own engineers. And this directly contributes to margin expansion. They're even projecting it'll lead to $100 million in headcount savings in 2025.
100 million.
Yeah.
Just from internal use.
Yeah. It's a powerful validation, right? They're walking the talk. Using their own AI to drive efficiency and innovation internally, it proves the value proposition before they even get it to the customer.
And the market's definitely responding to their AI offerings. Now, Assist, it beat expectations again for net new ACV.
Yep, again.
The AI Pro Plus deal count was up over 50% quarter on quarter, including their biggest deal yet, over $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
And now Assist products were in, 18 of their top 20 deals? That's impressive.
It really is.
But while that traction is clearly strong, are there any maybe potential headwinds or integration challenges for customers that could, temper that growth down the line?
Well, what's really insightful here, I think, is that this isn't just about any AI adoption. It's about validating a specific type of AI adoption. Companies aren't just looking for AI that can, write an email. They're demanding AI that can automate and integrate directly into core business workflows.
Right, the action part again.
Exactly. And ServiceNow is kind of uniquely positioned to deliver that. Now, the challenge for customers, which ServiceNow is trying to address with things like Control Tower, is managing the explosion of all these agents.
Okay, so let's talk about Control Tower then. That sounds like a crucial piece of this puzzle, especially if AI agents are going to be everywhere. What exactly does it do? Why is it so vital for organizations trying to navigate this agentic enterprise?
Well, Control Tower is, as they put it, the ultimate metaphor for how ServiceNow helps customers govern this whole agentic enterprise idea.
Right.
Think of it like air traffic control, but for all your AI agents.
Okay, I like that.
It's designed to manage not just ServiceNow's own AI agents, but crucially, all the other ones too.
Ah, okay, so third-party ones as well.
Exactly, preventing that pain they talked about of having AI agents scattered around like spare parts. It helps customers integrate and govern everyone's innovations, ensuring everything works together, securely and efficiently.
Right, avoiding chaos.
Yeah, imagine trying to manage a symphony where every musician is just playing their own tune. Control Tower is meant to bring the harmony.
That's a great analogy.
Mm.
And the innovation doesn't stop there, right?
Mm.
They're also talking about the Now Next AI program to get customers live faster.
Mm-hmm.
And their workflow data fabric was included in 17 of their top 20 deals.
Right.
That really shows the value people see in combining the data, the analytics, and the AI.
Yeah, and this raises an important question. What does this mean for real-world adoption?
Right.
And we're seeing concrete examples across industries. ExxonMobil is using ServiceNow AI for better employee experiences. Standard Chartered is going to use AI Control Tower for governance.
Okay.
Merck & Company is transforming security operations with the AI platform. Starbucks is using AI to enhance its tech ecosystem in support centers.
So big names.
Big names. Even the North Carolina Department of Transportation will use the AI Control Tower to govern all its AI solutions across the whole agency. These are tangible, pretty impactful deployments.
And they're clearly not slowing down. Strategic acquisitions, partnerships, all boosting their AI capabilities.
Exactly. They briefly mentioned the July 2025 acquisition of Dataforld.
Right, for data catalog.
Yeah, data cataloging and governance, which further strengthens that data foundation. And on the partnership side, they're deepening work with NVIDIA for faster agentic AI, using the April Nematron 15B model, and forging new alliances with UKG, Zoom, and Cisco, extending their reach into, new areas of the enterprise.
So as we consider all this innovation, there's one massive market that's been, let's face it, ripe for disruption for years. CRM. CRM now seems to be making a very deliberate play there. Industry experts are even predicting that agentic AI could render traditional CRM obsolete by, the end of the decade?
Yeah, that's the prediction.
What's their strategy for reimagining something so ingrained?
It's definitely a bold move. And ServiceNow is very deliberately choosing to reimagine CRM rather than just, entering it with another traditional offering.
Okay.
Their vision is for a future that's not focused on a traditional CRM screen that a human stares at all day,
Right.
but on omnipresent AI agents that are embedded in everyday tools. They want to deliver a fully integrated AI-powered front office that handles tasks, autonomously.
So moving from just recording stuff to actually doing stuff.
Exactly, moving from a system of record to a system of action where the AI proactively works on your behalf.
And part of that reimagining involves their May 2025 acquisition of Logic.io,
Hmm.
right? The AI-powered configure price, quote, CPQ provider.
Yep.
What kind of immediate impact are they seeing from that? Is it paying off quickly?
Well, the immediate impact seems pretty clear. They said Logic.io is already driving explosive growth in CPQ.
Explosive growth.
That's the term they used, with 9 deals closed in June alone.
Wow.
They're seeing notable wins, like a large U.S. building supply company using ServiceNow CPQ and Banco do Nordeste do Brazil transforming customer service with ServiceNow AI. So yeah, this acquisition seems to be quickly proving its worth, plugging a really critical piece into that reimagined front office strategy.
Can you give us a tangible example, like this reimagined CRM in action? What does it truly look like for a customer to experience these omnipresent AI agents?
Sure. Think about agentic AI for insurance. Imagine an accident happens.
Okay.
Instead of a long manual claims process, the AI agent could allow that accident to turn into a settled claim on the fly.
On the fly, at the seam.
Yeah, the AI agent could potentially solve the case right at the point of the accident, maybe on a mobile phone, even in multiple languages. It would interact with all the necessary back-end systems to process the claim. It really showcases their focus on tailoring AI to specific outcome-driven industry workflows, making the whole process almost invisible to the user.
So yeah, no more chasing down forms in triplicate, it sounds like.
Hopefully not.
Okay, moving to the path forward. Let's talk outlook, guidance. They seem to have a pretty robust balance sheet, right? $10.8 billion in cash and investments.
Yeah, very healthy.
How's that translating into their projections for the rest of 2025?
Well, they've certainly shown, I think, both prudence and strength. They've raised their full year 2025 subscription revenue guidance
Okay.
by $125 million at the midpoint. So that reflects continued confidence.
Right.
Now, for Q3 2025 guidance, you should be aware, there's an expected 200 basis point headwind to CRPO growth.
Okay, why is that?
It's mainly due to a larger than average customer cohort that's scheduled to renew in Q4. So it's more of a timing factor, rather than a fundamental demand issue.
Got it. Timing, not trend. What about the challenges, though, operating in the current global environment, especially with, say, U.S. federal agencies facing tighter budgets? How's ServiceNow navigating that patch?
Yeah, that's a fair question. While U.S. federal agencies are navigating, as they put it, tightening budgets and shifting mission demands, their federal team actually executed extremely well against that backdrop.
Okay.
The guidance does build in some prudence to reflect those trends, but interestingly, new logo growth in the U.S. public sector remains strong. So they're still finding ways to deliver value, even in a, challenging environment.
And they also mentioned other strategic financial activities, like their share repurchase program.
That's right. They have about $2.6 billion remaining under the current $4.5 billion authorization.
Okay.
So, all of this really reaffirms that the company feels it's well on our way to hitting those ambitious 2026 targets.
Which were tremendous.
$15 billion plus in subscription revenue and $1 billion in Now Assist ACV.
Right. Big goals.
Yeah. And that confidence is apparently further bolstered by over $1.2 billion in new pipeline that they generated just from their Knowledge 2025 event.
Okay. Now, before we wrap up, it's probably worth briefly noting a recent corporate development that was mentioned in the source material.
Yes.
A complaint regarding the hiring of the former CIO of the U.S. Army. It sounds like an internal investigation found policy violations.
That's correct. Policy violations by their president and chief operating officer, and also the hired individual, both of whom have since departed the company.
And the Department of Justice is also involved.
Yes. The DOJ has commenced its own investigation, and ServiceNow stated they are cooperating fully.
Okay.
And despite these challenges, the company's resilience is kind of notable. They highlighted the heart and courage of a culture they aim to cultivate. And their market recognition seems to be rising, too. They were recently named the 42nd most valuable brand in the world.
Interesting context. Okay, and with that, I think we wrap up another deep dive. Hopefully this has given you, our listener, a really valuable shortcut to being well-informed about ServiceNow's strong Q2 performance and their pretty ambitious AI-driven vision for the future of enterprise software.
Yeah, and maybe if we connect this to the bigger picture one last time, remember that closing thought from the source material. AI is the new UI.
Right.
If analysts are predicting that agentic AI will become ubiquitous, embedded in all software, profoundly transforming user experiences and workflows, Well, consider how this fundamental shift impacts the very definition of enterprise software.
What does it mean?
What does it mean for the software industrial complex of the 21st century, as they called it, if it's all converging into these singular, extensible AI operating systems like ServiceNow aims to be?
Hmm.
That's definitely a question worth mulling over long after this deep dive concludes.